Hey everyone! So I'm finally here to show you some of the journals that I have finished. I've been working on 4 of them lately. I have 3 of them finished and listed in my Etsy store. I'm going to start with this set. So what I've done with these journals is I've created a journal that I did not decorate, and then I've created a fabric covered ephemera folder full of goodies that you could either use in here or you could use on other projects, and then you can even use this cover as a separate journal cover if you wanted to. So I'll show you inside this one. This is a cover from the 40s. It's really tattered but beautiful. It's a book cloth type finish. I have a little pocket on the front of each of the journals. There's some scrapbook paper in here and some blank paper. Some book pages. This is from a wallpaper sample book. So there's lots of space for writing. So basically this one here, it has the pinks and the reds and the blue. There are over 140 pages or sides in here, and a built-in bookmark. And as I said, this is a fabric little folder. The cover is not decorated, but I have added, this is an original antique photo and a scrap from some vintage lace. This is stuffed with all kinds of goodies, so I made the pockets out of some lace here. And then this little pocket here has small things like tickets, a little milk cap, a photo slide, some German scrap, and then back here I've got an envelope. And in here there's a couple of little pockets that I made with a die. There are tags, a playing card, a little Tim Holtz paper doll, and some library catalog cards. And these are fun. You can do some collaging on there, and the backs are blank so you can journal on the back. There's a couple of these little book pages with illustrations. In here I've got a set of 3 inventory tags, a little envelope full of stamps, canceled stamps. This is just cut out from a botanical book. And then there's another little pocket and a Tim Holtz photo card. And this is from the Familiar Trees. On this side, I've got some fabric little scraps, some more ephemera, such as recipe cards, another playing card. Here I've got another little pocket die, a little game card, some coffee dyed doilies, and a set of 3 of these little guest checks. These have all been coffee stained. Some postage stamps here. Here's one of them. This is another cutout from a botanical book. And in this little bag I've got 3 tags from the Familiar Trees collection, and then a ticket stub and some of the trading stamps and another German die cut here. And then over here I just have some little round tags and a leaf just pinned to the lace. So this would make a great cover for a separate journal, and you could embellish the cover either with some of the stuff that I've included or just leave it plain. Next I've got this set, and I really love this cover. She's just such a sweet looking lady here, and look at that dog. In this one I used some printables from the Victorian Romance collection because it's got some of the pinks and a little bit of mauve, some greens, and I really wanted to highlight the green of the cover. I've got an envelope here on the inside front, and I left the top open so that things can be slid behind there. Gorgeous little birdies from a bird book. Another built-in bookmark in this one. On the back of some of these pattern pages I printed a graph pattern just so that it helps you write straight. More wallpaper. And on the back here, I accidentally cut this so that it wasn't wide enough. And so I decided to just add a little strip of leftover wallpaper so that I could hide my little mistake on the edge here, and then also create a side pocket. So it was just one way to fix a little boo-boo. And then again, another fabric folder, and I've got the same a antique photo. This is an original, and a scrap of vintage lace. I've got the same layout, so I'm not going to take everything out, but basically I've got tickets and photo slides, little trading stamps down here, some German scrap, a beautiful lady. This is from the Tim Holtz photo cards. The same in the back here, some envelopes, some ephemera, another image from a nature book. There's some tea dye or coffee dyed doilies in there, some tags, some of these attached to the tags there. So a lot of the same stuff, but in coordinating colors to go with Peg over there. And then last but not least for now, I've got my beautiful tree book, which took me a while to warm up to. This cover needed a lot of TLC. It was in really rough shape, and I just wasn't sure that I could make it work. But I ended up adding an actual oak leaf from my backyard, and I've done a lot of sealing on top of it so that it stays relatively flat. I had to do some staining and some distressing on this cover to make the colors blend. And then I sealed that as well. And now I really do love it. So the collection that I used in here was the Familiar Trees, because I had some test prints from when I released it. So I used those, and an assortment of other papers. So here's another envelope like the other books. This one here has a gorgeous maroon color on the inside. And these are also printables from Familiar Trees. These are some of my favorite eco prints that I've done in the last couple of seasons, and so I just felt I wanted to keep a memory of them, so I scanned them, and they are featured in my shops. Some wallpaper. This is just the dust jacket from one of the small Observer books. A bookmark. This is an eco print, an actual eco print. This is a printed eco print. Another eco print, and I think in this one this was like early in the season, and I had used alum instead of vinegar, and it turned out really yellow, which was a nice change. A lot of times they're more purple, depending on the leaves that you're using. love this wallpaper. This is definitely my favorite nature journal so far. And then for the ephemera folder, I've got a little extra embellishment that I made. So this would make a nice embellishment on a separate journal cover. You could use this as the cover and embellish it with this if you wanted. But I left it detached so that if you wanted to decide later to use it elsewhere. So it's just an image of a silver birch. I printed it on transparency. And then it's just layered, and then I've got the word journey typed there with some stitching around. This is a piece of lace. And again, some of the same things. I've got guest checks, little pockets, some images that I fussy cut out of some nature books. Here I've got some skeleton leaves, another little photo slide. So just tons of little things that you could use. Some stamps in there as well. You could use these in this journal or in other projects. So these were an absolute joy to work with, and I have one more project to finish up in this set, which is this ensemble here. I've got some stuff I'm planning to do on the cover as well here, and I will do a flip through of that when I'm done. So these three are available now in my Etsy store. The links are below. And when I have the other one that I just showed you finished, I will do a video then as well. Thank you for watching. Bye!